Good morning, Kim.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Good, good. So, Kim, what was your first reaction to hearing that your cancer was back?
Well, I had some indication that it might come back. Originally, I was told there was a 71% chance that perhaps it would come back. But 1 year went by, two, three, four, five, and I was rolling in the hay and loving that fact. And that's why I was going to be able to come to this event. But it did nonetheless come back. To be honest, it took a couple of days for me to wrap my head, wrap my head around that. But once I did, I realized I've been through this journey before. I was through it bravely, and I was able to go through it positively. And there were bad days and good days, but I knew I could do it again. So that calmed my whole being down. To be honest with you.
That's great. So, what is your advice to anyone facing a difficult life event, whether it be cancer or some other disease, something that could just absolutely alter their future?
Um, in my lifetime, at least, I've only seen people respond to events, divorce, death, suicide, job loss, cancer, anything, one of three ways. And the first way that I've seen is anger. And a lot of anger. They're angry at the world, they're angry at themselves, they're angry at everybody around them, they're angry at any type of help anybody wants to give. The underlying thing with that is fear. But nonetheless, it's anger, and anger is negativity. And negativity is cancer. Any kind of cancer. So that's not a good way to respond. The second way that I've seen is actually someone basically crawling in a ball and sucking their thumb and saying, "Poor me." And we have the victim. I can't do this. This won't work. I don't know what I'm going to do. Tell me what to do. Oh, I'm so sad. And I'm not saying it in a nasty way, because they really do feel like a victim. That again is fear, and that again is negativity. I thought, I don't want either one of those things, because I won't survive with either one of those things. So I decided that I really, to be honest, wanted to be vulnerable. And I know right away people go, "What? What do you mean vulnerable?" And one of the things I learned about vulnerability, you have to be very brave and very strong to be vulnerable. And I'm going to give you a little example. I used to have to go over to Bruckheimer all the time. They needed, all sorts of events they had to have. They had blood, they had to have CAT scans, and it went on and on and on. And normally you had a number and you would go sit down with someone and then take your information. And I always had number 5, which was really odd. Yeah, I had number 5. Her name was Cherie, but I loved her, and I called her number 5. And one day I needed to go over, and it was for something called a PET scan, where most people understand they check your whole body to see if you have cancer someplace else. Now, number 5 noticed that I wasn't my kooky self or my laughing self. And finally, I said to her, "Number 5, I have to tell you that the reason I'm here today is to find out if there is any cancer in the rest of my body." And I put my hands underneath where she could reach. And I said to her, "Would you pray for me that there's no cancer in my body?" And she grabbed my hands. True story. She grabbed my hands and she said, "No, I won't just pray for you. My whole church will pray for you, and they will pray for you until there is no cancer in your body. Do you understand what I'm saying?" That's vulnerability. She could have answered me however she wanted, or said, "What, are you crazy?" or "I'm an atheist," or "Get out of here, this isn't my job." And I learned that I could do that with anyone. I could even do it in reverse. I could call somebody and say, "I am going to kill myself if I can't get out of this house and go for a walk on the beach. Will you come with me, please?" And they would say, "Oh my God, I wish I'd known. Of course I'll go with you." And that's what got me through.
Hmm.
People got me through. And to be able to be vulnerable got me through.
So really, attitude and positivity are so important to recovery then, aren't they?
They're 95%.
95%.
They're 95%. The minute you have anger in you, big dark holes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
minute you're sucking your thumb, big dark holes.
Yeah.
The minute you're reaching out to touch somebody, to feel somebody, to share who you are with somebody, bada bing, bada boom. And you are light and you are love. And it's interesting because I've started to get a lot of cards, and on almost all cards, which surprise me, say the same two words. You're going to do this journey because you're brave and because you're strong.
Hmm.
And I laugh every time I see it because it wasn't me brave or strong. It was them being brave or strong for me.
For you. Hmm.
For me.
That's great.
And that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what message would you give to others who are facing a difficult life event? What would be your message to them?
I think probably I'm trying to think overall. I think the message I could help them the most with is this is not your journey. It's everyone's journey.
Mm.
It's your friend's journey.
Mhm.
It's your parents' journey. It's your work journey. Don't do it alone. Be vulnerable. Don't do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know it's too hard. It's way too hard to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
That would be my biggest thing. And to reach out, be
Reach out.
vulnerable.
Reach out to
Be
people.
vulnerable.
Don't
Form yourself a village. I had some friends that would walk in the door and say, if you think I'm going to sit here without saying the C word, well, you can pass that one along. Yeah, and you need those kind of people.
You do.
And
Yeah.
you need the kind of ones that are gentle. And you need the kind of ones that slap you around a little bit. And they all get in the story.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
That's great. What a great message. Kim, thank you so much for your time today. And we're sorry you can't be here with us, but we're all going to be praying for you.
Thank you.